Women of Reddit, what are some of your weirdest pregnancy cravings? All of a sudden, my taste seemed to revert back to like when I was a kid. Food I had not particularly enjoyed in ages became the most intensely delicious experiences, and I turned off a lot of stuff I had learned to like a burger and fries, and not a fancy gastropub type, like the cheapy stuff I loved as a kid, would send me over the moon. Fried chicken was amazing. Spaghetti and meatballs, oh my, love. And I could eat much sweeter foods, like I could as a kid, without feeling they were cloying or sickening. I would see someone in a TV show eat a food like that and I would need to have it ASAP, and the craving would not go away, even after days. Not the strangest but very specific. Orangina in a glass with ice. If in any other receptacle then it didn't hit the spot. Meat and ungodly amounts of mustard. I liked meat before just fine, but was just as happy to eat a vegetarian meal. I've always loved mustard and usually eat more than the average person, but man, when pregnant it was obscene. I especially loved grilled hot dogs cold with obscene amounts of mustard. I usually dislike hot dogs. It wasn't necessarily a craving, but we went to Golden Corral and had just gotten my dessert plate when they put out cream spinach. So I made myself a big all plate of cream spinach and fudge brownies. I still remember it being so delicious, but it sounds gross to non-pregnant me. For some reason I just couldn't get enough broccoli. It's a vegetable that I like, but when I was pregnant I wanted it every day. A friend loved oranges while pregnant. I told her she should cut back or her baby would be born with sunkist on their forehead. The only thing that didn't want to make me puke was bacon. I've been a vegetarian for 15 years, but apparently my baby is a carnivore. Whole Foods had these cups of fruit with pineapple, golden raspberries, red raspberries, and blueberries. It was the best thing. I spent so much freaking money on overpriced fruit, but homemade didn't work as a replacement. Butternut squash and BBQ brisket. Generally I don't enjoy red meat, but I guess my body needed the iron and protein. Who knows what the squash was about? Haven't had any cravings throughout pregnancy, then suddenly within the past week, I've been hit by an intense desire to eat the dust and paint created from decorating our nursery. Help! Spinach, fried spinach, steamed spinach, spinach heated up in the microwave, spinach salad. I had it with every meal for months. I couldn't eat any other green food, it would make me gag or throw up. Then something shifted in my pregnancy and I couldn't even stand the smell of spinach. It took me 15 years before I could eat spinach again. Our bodies are a wonderland, lol. I knew a girl who was a vegetarian for 20 years, but when she got pregnant she craved animal bone marrow like there was no tomorrow. She would literally suck it right out of the bones. She is no longer a vegetarian. Cheese fries. French fries with nacho cheese sauce. I was 7 months pregnant and dragged my coworker all over downtown SF looking for this one alleyway that had the place that sold it. We eventually found it after almost an hour. I was so happy. My coworker, not so much. A local place had fried apple pies in the morning, and I stopped whether I needed gas or not. Bonus points for the lactose-free vanilla milk. Lunch was 2 Chicago dogs from Sonic. I can't stand celery but asked for extra celery salt. I was 36 and thought I had the flu. I had a craving for cigarette ash. I never would eat it, of course, but it sounded so good and I couldn't explain why. Turns out I was anemic. Pine Sol, powdered laundry detergent, and Irish spring soap. My iron levels were fine apparently, so I knew what that was about. I also could not stop chewing ice. I craved smells with both kids. With my first I craved vanilla and Vicks Vapor Rub. With my second I craved diesel and tires. Anything red. When I really paid attention, I noticed it was stuff with red dye 40. It eventually led me down a rabbit hole of learning about dye addictions. I think I would have cheerfully killed someone for a red popsicle during the last 2 pregnancies. It was bizarre. I didn't carry to term, but when I was pregnant, the only thing I could eat and keep down the entire time was chicken soup, most specifically Campbell's chicken and Stars. I normally make my own chicken soup, like it's honestly one of my specialties, but I just lived on the cans of cheap, oversalted stuff for at least 2 months, and I love mint chocolate, but while I was pregnant I couldn't stand it. Bodies are weird. Kid 1. Anything with red wine vinegar, particularly with olive oil as a vinaigrette. On pasta, on salads, any excuse for it, I would have it. Kid 2. Candy in the beginning, like Sprees, then later it was pizza. I could never find the pizza to satisfy me, though. Kid 3. I ate an egg sandwich every day without fail. Toast, American cheese, egg, ham optional. My other craving was Taco Bell taco salads. I could not get enough of them, particularly in the last trimester. One day, to my utter shame, I ate 3 of them at 900 kcal a pop. Kid 4. brownie batter. Not cooked brownies, I wanted to lick the bowl. It was god tier, better than an orgasm stuff. Edit. With all my pregnancies, through the first trimester it was a peanut butter cup blizzard from DQ. That was always my first indicator that I was pregnant, and the cravings would not quit. Sand. The texture of sand in my mouth. Not eating it, just feeling it in my mouth. Very weird, I know. Theories are you crave what minerals your body is missing. God knows why sand, though I did crave crumbly Cheshire cheese with seafood sauce. I did eat that.